Good evening, everyone. We got Jim's Laser Creations in here. He was the first one, and 12 Stones Ranch with Backwoods Mindset and Linda Peterson. Ooh. And there's Outdoors with Kerri. You're supposed to be in the live, not on the chat. We've got Score One with the Big Guy and Lazy Days Ahead. Hello there. Haven't seen you for a while. You must be going to bed early. There's Let's Trade Paint. They were just talking about him in Empty Homestead because he is the better half, or the not the better half, the other half is what I meant to say of oh no, I forgot it. Something heart. I'll think of it and I'll mention it. But for now, we're going to get right back into this. We're going to get in here and talk to Kerri. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
Pretty good. What did you get to do today other than work?
Mainly work, and then I hung out with my kids for a little while, and Barb Moss made her appearance, and the usual. How about yourself?
There's Papa. Papa's. Oh.
Hey, Empty Homestead.
Papa. This is Papa. Empty Homestead.
Hey, Lindsay.
And we got Rebecca, Touched by Yarn, and Joseph. That's a new one. That must be from you.
Hey, Joseph. How are you? We want Barb.
Here's Lindsay Scott and Peaceful Des. And Chad jumped on me. Where did he go?
Hi, Peaceful Des. Hi, Paul Honeyman. Hey, Lazy Days Ahead. Thank you. Thanks for sharing on my channel. I appreciate it. Hey, 12 Stones Ranch and Score One.
12 Stones Ranch, my buddy.
Yep. I appreciate all of y'all for showing up.
Yeah, wow, we're already up to 36. That's awesome.
Thank you all. Thank you all for tuning in.
Susie Jacobson. All right.
Woo!
Okay.
Look, fucking Barb after dark.
So Barb, she made it in. She snuck behind your shoulder on that thumbnail.
Yeah, she did. She did.
Did you even know she was there?
No, I didn't. I didn't know. She's sneaky like that, She's extra creepy sometimes.
I had some fun with a thumbnail for her too. I wish I could have used it, but it just isn't applicable really. I mean, yeah, but it would be recognizable. Maybe if I had you on 6 months from now or something, then we could pop her up because she'll be established.
Yeah, it was funny though. It was a good little short you made. I enjoyed that. Hey, Peaceful Des and Rebecca, Touched by Yarn.
I see you, Irene Turner.
Hi, Irene.
Too. She's a subscriber and she supports a lot of channels.
Awesome.
Watching. So Barb, what made you think of her? Is she something that you wanted to do for a while, or is this just like popped up in your head in the last couple of weeks?
I would say Barb is something that's kind of been brewing for a few months. And she's really she's kind of an outlet, I guess you could say, for me. Like, in many ways, she is, all of that energy that I can't express at work, or, hey, Full Blown Country. Ignore my cat, y'all. He's yelling. He wants to go outside. But yeah, Barb is the epitome of that angst and all that energy that I can't, exert. I've channeled into her.
You guys couldn't handle my inner character. I'll just have to keep that one in a cage.
That's funny.
Poke at it a couple of times.
Hey, Drew's Lens. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I was telling you earlier how I had Aunt Barbara. Funny thing, her name was Aunt Barbara, and she had the frizzy hair from it was the 70s, or actually 1980 when we moved from California. So she had the hoop earrings, and she had the big do, and she had orange hair.
That's awesome. I think it's funny how many people like might be able to relate to that character a little bit, you know.
A cousin that I can kind of relate with that character too. She's kind of a little off the wall.
Life's a little more fun that way, though. Can't you know?
Rebel at heart. I'm sorry, I couldn't think of it.
Hey, Susie Jacobson. 12 Stones Ranch said Barb Moss's gangster name is Barb Star Moss. Barb Star Moss.
That woman looks like she would cut you.
She would. She would cut you.
I will cut you.
Yeah, she would cut you. That's for sure. She's wild though. Me and or I should say Barb and Buck have a new venture. If you guys don't know, you should go check it out. It's going to be Buck and Barb After Dark. So myself, Barb will be posting. I won't be giving away all of our secrets. I'm just telling, you know, you got to check us out. Barb videos will be posted on that channel now. Buck and Barb After Dark. So you're going to want to check that out.
Is that true?
If you want to see Barb. And always live improvs on Friday. And Buck's videos also will be on there too. And then I will continue on with this channel.
Yeah.
And we'll see where that goes.
Will Barb be in your channel still at times?
I'm sure she'll, you know, pop in and out.
She's probably.
I think Barb is going to be a little bit of everywhere.
Did you check behind the couch?
I know, right?
I think I saw a green fuzz.
Hey, John Wiggs.
Yeah, is there a link? Is there a link to that that channel?
If you click on Buck and Barb After Dark on the name, but yeah, maybe someone can get a link up for us.
Can get it up.
If you just search Buck and Barb After Dark on YouTube.
Sometimes the new channels don't show up easy.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's a pretty check out Mississippi.
You're not gonna want to miss Friday nights, 8:00. We're gonna do live improv.
Yeah, well, that was good. The last one you guys did, that was pretty good.
Thank you. That was a lot of fun. If you guys missed it, go back and watch it.
You gave Buck a run for his money.
Barb
gave him.
Buck is some good company for Barb, you know. And we had a lot of awesome people in the chat. A lot of people who are in here, and I appreciate all of y'all.
But be careful, Buck. She will cut you.
Thank you, MT Homestead, for sharing that. I appreciate it. And everyone else who's sharing it. I really appreciate it.
Is this it?
Thank you. I believe so. I believe that's it. It looks like it. Looks like those are the same.
Deal. Life with Melinda and Chuck came in, and so did Back Road Freedom.
Hey, Back Road Freedom and Belinda and Chuck.
Gary Team Casino Australia. That's yours.
Wow, thank you for tuning in. That's awesome.
And
I would love to visit Australia.
Martin. I'm not familiar with that one either. We're up to 42. Woohoo. Is everybody pressing that like button? Get it.
Appreciate y'all very much. Very, very, very much.
So whether you want to say what your job is or not, it's not important. But you've got a pretty intense job, right?
Yeah, I work in healthcare. And yeah, it's an intense job. I'm not clinical, you could say, but I work very, very, very closely with doctors. So it's a very important job, but it can get stressful at times, So I would say that for me, Barb is in many ways an outlet from that, that intensity is it's kind of a good way to blow off some steam.
You ever gonna go in as Barb and lighten up the mood in that place?
Oh man, I mean, which place, because my work is pretty fun. But again, I work with a bunch of other companies, right? So, um, I think if they saw Barb, I don't know if they would take me very seriously anymore. You know what I mean?
Like they're not watching it unless you just don't tell people you have a channel.
Right, exactly. But yeah, I think if the doctors that I work with saw it, they would be like, what?
Heather Landskron. Is that
Hey, Heather. How are you? Hi, Let's Trade Paint and Chad Martin and Treasure Hunter. Trying to say hi to everyone.
JB Conway has started a channel, and she's pure Okie.
Yes, and she's here in Oklahoma. At my favorite, she's not far from, I guess she's at my favorite lake, Tinkiller. It's my favorite lake.
She wanted to know what that profile app that I use for, the portraits in my live thumbnails. So she gave me her number, and I talked to her for a good hour and a half. Very interesting woman.
That's awesome.
I mean, I saw her at Shoot Dang, but I didn't get to talk to her that much, maybe for 10 minutes or 15 minutes here and there.
I ended up, MT Homestead was doing their giveaway, and I wanted, I tried so hard. I stayed on that whole time, and I was like, man, I really want something. Like, I want to win something. I don't even care if it's a cup or a magnet or a sticker. Like, I just want to win something, And the last thing they drew was on that knife that JB Conway donated to their giveaway. Right. And I won it. And that thing is the most amazing piece of culinary equipment I own. It's very nice.
You could cut Barb could cut really good.
But I have been using it mainly for skinning and cleaning and preparing fish fillets with catfishing, and it's amazing. Like, you've never used a sharp knife until you've used a sharp knife, if you know what I'm saying.
I know. We did buy some knives that are, I don't know if they're as sharp as a really good knife, but they're a lot better than the ones that we were using.
Yeah, it was quite incredible. Once I used that, I was like, wow, this is my favorite cooking knife.
How appropriate to you?
I'm sorry?
How appropriate that it went to you.
It was pretty awesome. So thank you, JB Conway. I appreciate it. And MT Homestead. And yeah, I was very happy.
At Home with Tom and Rhonda are in here.
At Home with Tom and Rhonda. Hi. Thanks for tuning in.
I want to look through here and see if there's anybody we missed. My back step. Is that Al Chafe? My back step. Yep. Is in here.
Hello.
Now he's Expeditionary Johnny connected. We're connected through him.
Oh, okay.
first time I started seeing him.
Very cool. I like that, like how many people and how, I mean, we're all really spread out, but you become connected with a lot of different people that, you have similar interests, but we're all very different. And it's really cool to just kind of meet and connect with a bunch of different people.
It's funny. We have our whatever your community is to you, and then there are these little satellite communities that are interconnected with it all around it, like Belt Loop and his gang. I mean, it's really interesting. I like Expeditionary Johnny. I had him on a couple weeks ago, and he didn't know MT Homestead. How do you not know MT Homestead? He doesn't know the Crockers.
Oh wow!
Or Simple Life Reclaimed.
Wow.
He's like, who? Like, there are people out there that don't know these people, and that's hard to believe. But
well, I was one of those people, I mean, I will be honest, I found out a lot of channels through coming to Shoot Dang Fest. I was just a subscriber to a couple channels before coming, and it's actually kind of cool because I had a different experience. I got to meet a lot of the channels before ever seeing their channel, which is a completely different experience than just meeting people that you've watched on YouTube, so that was pretty neat. But
I want to say something. I put out a video today thanking all the guests I had to this point, including you.
Thank you.
This afternoon. And I want everybody to go check that video out. And I put all their channel names so that you can click on it in the description. Go check out all those lives and those channels. There's some wonderful people. I got a little emotional just doing that little video, thinking about all the people that I've met. What great people.
I've met, I mean, I agree. I have to say the same thing. Like, I've only met, it seems like, really good people. And I'm really grateful for that.
Oh, I know, Paul Honeyman. You've seen everything I've done, and I appreciate it so much. You're welcome, MT Homestead. You're the ones. Yes. You're the ones who I was probably going to do lives anyway, but you inspired me to do them faster. Get at it faster. You lit a fire under my butt. So thank you.
And I did get to meet MT Homestead at Shoot Dang Fest. So that was cool. They said they met us both there.
It's funny. Yesterday, because I've known all along that you were there, but I never met you there.
Right.
And I also knew that you had brown hair and not blonde, so I wouldn't have recognized you even if I had seen you.
Yeah.
I was going through the videos. There's got to be a video clip of her. I want to see what she looked like at the event. I go, and I saw you, and I go, I do remember seeing her in that recliner chair that one time. So I do vaguely remember you. I have this little snapshot.
Just in passing, yeah.
Yep.
There was a lot of people, though,
And you were inspired to start a channel through that.
I was. I mean, I guess I kind of wanted to, but I didn't really think I could. And going there was very inspiring, and just being kind of surrounded by a lot of people who had that same mentality, and like, yeah, I can do this, you can do this, if I can do it, you can do it, sort of thing. And that was really empowering, and I don't know, it was just really cool. I didn't really expect to find myself there, and I was glad I went. And I was nervous, but it was fun, and this is what's come out of it. So, I don't really regret it. It was definitely a good decision, and everybody that was there that I came across all were very inspiring to me.
Well, you'll never meet a YouTuber. Well, if you're a non-YouTuber and you meet a YouTuber, they're going to try to drag you in.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people I've tried to get start channels. I know I've got a couple of them to start lives, but yeah.
You never know.
Full blown country. I am so glad that you came to Wednesday night, because what an asset. Pretty and Pooch, love you guys. So happy to have you.
Yeah, you guys have an awesome thing going on Wednesday nights. Hi, 3 Mississippi. I just saw that they said howdy.
Mississippi, they took the 6 o'clock slot.
Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, y'all got it's like,
it didn't skip a beat. We loved having Come On Homestead and Simple Life Reclaim. And you know, when somebody Drew said something's going down, Wednesday night's going to change, and I'm like, no, what's going on? And he told me, and I was like, oh, my heart kind of stopped for a second, and then I go, things are always evolving, and you just got to roll with the punches. And I like the punches.
Yeah, things. Yeah, everything evolves, and as people evolve, it allows others to come up into those spaces. So I just think it's cool that there's a bunch of y'all that have something going on Wednesday nights, and that it's fun. Everybody wants to tune in, and I don't know, it's pretty cool to see what you guys have created and that you keep going. I enjoy it.
Yeah,
as a viewer,
I'm very blessed to be part of Wednesday night. I'll tell you that much. And thank you, MT Homestead, for accepting.
It's like the midweek special. He said Pooch is loving that spot too.
Yeah, he fits. You fit good. He's really been stepping it up on his channel too, because his videos are getting better, like most people's are, but I really liked the last couple of videos he put out on top of his lives that he's been doing. And he's been cracking me up in that live stuff.
He's very entertaining. I really he's got the best personality, and it comes through when he's messaging, like in the chat, but it's awesome to see it. I like seeing that, in videos. It's cool to see some of the other people that you're talking to, their videos and what's going on in their lives. To me, it's a much better form of social media, I guess you could say. That's kind of how I'm looking at it these days. Hey, JMB.
Who are they? Shout them out, J and B, unless you don't know them. I
don't know them. I was just saying hi.
Well, where did you come from, J and B? We're gonna have to
Hello, J and B.
Put you on a spot and everybody check out who J and B is.
Hi, Stone Wolf Outdoors and Belt Loop.
See,
I appreciate y'all.
I don't know Stone Wolf. No, I might be. Sounds familiar. And MB Heritage Farm, they've been showing up a lot.
I appreciate you. You too, Belt Loop.
Belt Loop is always eating something. Every time I see him in his lives, he's eating ice cream or something.
Making other people hungry, huh?
Yeah. And then I go raid the refrigerator.
That's funny.
We were talking about 3 Mississippi, but we never really, I didn't. Hi, how you doing? Came in the live.
Yeah, there they are. Hi, 3 Mississippi.
Yep.
I think that's pretty cool. They've done I've watched, their journey as they've moved from California, and I just think that's pretty cool what they've got going on. It's really interesting. It's not something at all related to my channel, but I enjoy watching what all these other people have going on and how they do their things. Everybody's kind of got their own way of doing things, and it's cool to see. It gives me ideas.
3 Mississippi wants ice cream. Okay, now I'll admit I watched a lot of their videos, but I did not see the video yet of him breaking the tractor. So I have to go check out what that is. But I'll tell you, Mike, if it's Mike, I don't know if it's Mike. It probably is Mike because Sid's probably sleeping.
Well, either way, appreciate y'all for tuning in.
Has tractor incidences to tell you about, so don't let anybody pick on you for something, because I can guarantee you there's a story they have that they're not telling.
Hey, it happens, It happens.
My first experience with the tractor, I was 10 years old and we moved up here in 1980, and that post pounder that most people see us using, Papa was on the back of it and I was driving, and we were driving up from the field, and my brother goes into the barn. He's standing next to the barn saying, "Drive into the barn, drive into the barn." Well, exactly what I did. I drove right into the side of the barn.
Oh no.
Good thing there was a steel beam there, because the dent's still there. 40 years later, the dent is still there. It's a pretty big dent.
Hey, at least you got a story,
I have
in a barn still.
I cut most of the metal off and did, a different type of wall, but I didn't have the heart to cut that section out.
Hey, I don't blame you. That's got some, that's
character.
Exactly. And it means something.
John Wiggs is in the house.
I just saw what Pooch said on Full Blown Countries, outdoor adventures with Kerri. If we wouldn't violate HIPAA, think of what we could post for content. That's for sure. Working in the medical field, I'm telling you what. I read medical charts, like all of them, all of the medical charts. So I see everything your doctor sees and everything else that all the other doctors see, and yeah, we could have some content for days and days and days. It would be endless, as long as there's people, there would be content.
Yeah.
For sure.
I'm sure Pooch has got some crazy. I bet he saw some characters like Barb in his facilities.
In real life, yeah. That's for sure. That's right, Linda. You don't.
What?
Buck says, I hope you don't see what Buck has had.
You don't want to go there with HIPAA. Oh, okay.
Yeah, HIPAA. Hi, Bar Run Forge. Thanks for tuning in, man.
He says, howdy, howdy, howdy.
Howdy.
There is a guy, Bar Run Forge, that is supposed to, he's another channel, but I believe he's really close to you in proximity. His channel is 50 acres and a cabin. And I'm working
I'm
working on getting him in alive. And that could, I hope it happens. I don't have it in the bag. He didn't say 100% yes that I could do it, but I'm looking forward to it. But you should check that out, because
I will.
Well,
Honey Mine, I saw that, and so did Barb.
I'm directly talking to Bar Run Forge because he's local to him. I think he's in the Cincinnati area. Yeah, all of you can check that channel out. It's a really cool channel. He pops up in my Vineyard Farmhouse group on Facebook sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of that, my Vineyard Farmhouse Facebook group. Go check it out. Go join it. Share your videos there. Get some recognition. All your friends are there. So
I believe I'm in there. I just haven't shared anything yet.
I know you're in there. Yep.
Yeah.
Most of these people are in the Vineyard Farmhouse. So if you want to go join them, you should join.
Yes, you should.
And then you know what's going on. And 12 Stones Ranch has a group too, as well as Full Blown Country.
Oh, okay. I didn't know 12 Stones had a group.
Yep.
Everybody has, y'all.
I invited you to his group today.
Oh, okay. Okay. I haven't been on Facebook since this morning, I guess, or, Drew's Lynn's, you're missing out. He said he didn't have Facebook.
He's my moderator and I'm his moderator, so we can invite people to each other's groups.
Yeah, what's Facebook? I know. Barb has no idea what Facebook is, which is a really good thing. Because if she finds out, that would be a bad thing. Buck, don't tell her even what MySpace was.
She's gonna be getting all. She's got the criminal mind, so she'll be checking out everybody's stuff.
Yeah, right. Hello, JB Conway. She just popped in here. Hi, Our Life. I don't either.
There she is.
I don't either.
Now, we were talking about you earlier, JB Conway.
Hey, sorry, go ahead.
I told the people I had an excellent conversation with you yesterday, or what was that? Probably 3 days ago. Very nice woman. Very much. I enjoyed that conversation I had with her. And she's starting her channel. So everybody go check it out. Can somebody pop that up? Or, is that it?
There you go. There you go.
Yep.
Yeah, JB Conway, I had said earlier that I had won that knife and was raving about how awesome it was.
Yes.
It's absolutely awesome. Real quick, I want to say 3 Mississippi said that they're listening while scrolling through my thumbnails and that I should do a split screen live with Backwoods Mindset of a catfishing night. And I want to tell you, if you go look through my lives, I did do a split screen with Buck and we totally tied. So you should totally go watch that.
Was there a link? Did anybody pop that link up?
You might have to scroll back a little bit on my videos, but yeah, it's in there.
Worry when just.
Thank you, Cindy Brown. And hello, Cindy Brown. Hi, Mary Jameson. What did 12 Stones say? He said something. Oh, that's funny. 12 Stones. He's got a character too. He's talking a lot of smack, 12 Stones. Talking a lot of smack to Buck. You're bold. Very bold.
Yes, she did about Luke. Go check her out.
Very bold. Yeah, so tomorrow, Barb has her first video coming out on the new channel, Buck and Barb After Dark. So everybody, please stay tuned and go check that out. And then Friday night, we will be doing live improv, Buck and Barb. 8 o'clock Central Time. So y'all, there's no telling what's going to happen. We don't know.
Belt Loop likes a woman with a criminal mind.
So you should like Barb then. Thank you, Lazy Days Ahead. I appreciate that.
Let's see. I got to get
Yeah, man. Totally shots fired.
Is this it again? Okay.
Thank you, Heather. I appreciate you very much. She said she subscribed to my channel, and I appreciate it.
Yes. Anybody who came in this live that does have Kerri, please go over and check out her channel. She's got a variety of personalities.
So mainly what you're going to see on my channel is like stuff about me, something maybe like that I'm talking about that happened during the day, or maybe something that's like on my heart that I feel like I want to talk about. And then I try to get out and do something outdoor, nature related every week, if I can, weather permitting. And that ranges from hiking to kayaking to fishing. So, but I primarily stay in Oklahoma. So, if you stay tuned, you'll get kind of a little tour of places in Oklahoma and like places you could go to.
And she likes to take time off, breaking her ankles.
Well, yeah. Thank you, Heritage Farms. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And Belt Loop and Stone Wolf. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Now you broke the first ankle, but you just sprained the next one, right?
I did. It was not a good scenario, but part of me wonders, like, everything happens for a reason, and it gave me some time to think. And, Barb was born, YouTube, and so far that's the best video I've had on YouTube was the one of me breaking my ankle, of course. Wow. And yes, Tom and Rhonda, that was me. And thank you. I appreciate, I hope you're talking about the Barb with the hair. That's me.
Probably got a lot of people checking out the broken ankle thing because they broke their ankle and they want to know what somebody else is doing to deal with it.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I guess I did too, but I'm just reading Tom and Rhonda's comments. Yeah, that was me. But yeah, it was I know that there's a lot of people out there that can relate to being stuck at home or, just getting hurt and going through that ordeal, and you want to relate to somebody. Yes, they do, 12 Stones Ranch, that's for sure. They really do give you a lot of time to sit and think. And fish also. I did a lot of fishing, which also allows you time to sit and think.
Barb had a lot of time to sit and think.
Yeah, to brew, to be born.
She's probably got her list.
Granny Lana, my channel is Outdoor Adventures with Kerri. And then I have a character whose name is Barb, and that's who we're talking about. And her channel is with Buck and Barb After Dark. So Buck and Barb After Dark and Outdoor Adventures with Kerri. Those are the two places you guys can find me.
There's her.
Thank you, MT Homestead. Good night, Backroad Freedom. I appreciate you for jumping in.
Yes, Backroad Freedom. He said he was going to do it, but he said he had to go to bed early tonight. But thank you for taking the time to come in. Anybody who has not subscribed to me, I always forget to ask this. Anybody who has not subscribed to me, please do so. I do have a lot of content videos. They're kind of buried in these lives that I've been doing for the last 6 months, but I have like 38 of them, 38 videos. So,
and they're good. They're interesting. They're very good.
Grape harvesting.
Everybody needs to subscribe to everybody.
2-story farmhouse and in the grapes and in the yards. All kinds of stuff to check out. So please go subscribe to my channel as well. And check out the Vineyard Farmhouse group in Facebook.
Yes. Join the group. Join the group.
Yes,
I was reading John Wigg's comment.
You're subscribed, Heather Landskron.
Ooh, no, it isn't, Chad. I just read. That sounds very painful.
What happened? What happened?
I was reading 12 Stones Ranch comment back to Chad Martin. Tearing a plantar tendon is not fun at all. And no, it isn't. No, it isn't. Hey, Bell Loop, I will. I will for sure. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. So.
Did I see Tree Haven in here?
I
don't think so.
I think I saw Treasure Hunter. I don't know that I saw Tree Haven. Appreciate you, Belt Loop 29. Very much so.
He's probably eating ice cream.
Thank you, Tom and Rhonda. I appreciate you very much. Man, y'all are going to want me to have ice cream after this. You want me having ice cream after this.
I don't have any ice cream. And everything's closed up after 10 around here anymore.
I know. Same here.
I think it's the way. We used to have Walmart open 24 hours a day, and I think they were just looking for an excuse to get rid of that because the crime rate, not crime, but the theft rate was, well, I guess that is crime, but the theft rate was higher in the evenings.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, probably. I can understand that. Hey, also on the channel on Buck and Barb After Dark, you guys should watch the first video we posted. It's the intro video. So Buck has all of his stuff, that he's done, but then we have our first one that's been combined, and that's already been posted. So you guys should all go check that out before you watch tomorrow's video. Because tomorrow's video, you got to see that. Like, the videos are going to be kind of like, they kind of go together. So, Full Blown Country, we need to wrap you either in a bubble or some pads.
All you need to hold him down is a big magnet. Get him a magnetic chair. He won't move.
Empty Hum. Oh, thank you very much, 3 Mississippi. I will. I appreciate that. I've been in a couple of your lives. I just stay quiet sometimes. So, but I will. And yes, MT Homestead knew me before I got the whole camera crew. They knew you before you got your camera crew too, right?
Oh, I thought you were. I'm sorry. Say that again. I thought you were talking to 3 Mississippi.
Oh no, I was just reading their comment that said we knew Kerri before she got her camera crew and hair and makeup team.
I need at least 3 people to take care of this beard.
You've got the best Santa Claus beard, though. You've got a great beard.
Thank you.
Oh man, Full Blown Country. I'm sorry. I know you could relate to my ankle issues for sure. Yeah.
I could just imagine what
it was rough.
And all this stuff, doing the things that he did and does, breaking stuff.
Oh. You got strong willpower to keep going.
It's funny. You got some people who break all their bones all the time, and some people that just have never broken a bone. I chipped my collarbone when I was a kid, like 2 years old or 1 year old, and that's it. This
was my first break, personally, and then I have sprained my like ankles or wrists before, or fingers, but I had never sprained an ankle to the extent that I did this other one. And so to have it back to back within a month, I was just like, what in the world is going on? Like, is something wrong with my brain? Like, is the fluid in my ears off? Like, I'm all of a sudden a fall hazard. Like, what's going on?
I had a large log roll on my leg and I saw that sucker bend and I was like, holy crap. And I got it off of me somehow, but I didn't know legs bend like that without breaking. It was so days. It could have been fractured.
That sounds awful. Yeah, so ouch that to Tom and Rhonda. Tom broke his first bone at 62. Ouch. Ouch. I am too, full-blown country. And then yes, MT Homestead mentioned, do you not know about Kerri's camera crew? Like I have a camera crew, guys. I have a camera. Like, as you mentioned, my hair was brown before, right? So they thought that the blonde they thought I would have more fun. So we went with the blonde. Like, I didn't do this. Someone else did this. And
we all do. And I
all of this is somebody else.
And I've got somebody taking care of whatever I need.
Exactly. There you go. Like somebody else thinking it up and everything. 12 Stones Ranch said, where would be your ideal or dream place to go kayaking? I don't know. That's a good question. I think to be honest with you, I would like to kayak like the Amazon, but I'm slightly afraid of the insects there. Like the snakes and stuff don't bother me as much as like the mosquitoes and the spiders and whatever else is in the jungle out there, you know?
Oh, I had a friend that went to the Amazon, and you know what their hospitals are like in that area? There are none. You get a witch doctor or something. And
yeah.
He had appendicitis while he was there.
Oh no.
And that
sounds terrible.
They had to do it without anesthetic.
Oh no. Nope. Then it's becoming a less ideal place as we talk more about it, you know, like 12 Stone said it's Big Bend National Park. Maybe. Yes, I would love to kayak at Big Bend. There's several river, like the Brazos River. There's the Buffalo National River. I want to kayak all over Arkansas. Just, you know, I want to go to Louisiana, but I don't necessarily want to be in a kayak in the waters in Louisiana. More of like a metal boat, swamp tour sort of thing. But
gets hurt. I gotta put that.
I know, full blown country. I was just reading that. Me too. It would be awesome. 12 Stones, the Brazos. For sure. Yeah, Stone Wolf, you better knock on lots of wood. Because broken bones hurt.
Yeah, I don't know. That sounds, I've never broken a bone. Knock on wood again. But
yeah, no kidding.
That does sound very painful. Although the nerve doesn't, or the bone doesn't actually have nerves in it. It's what it affects around the bone. Oh
yeah. I mean, instantly my ankle was like, I looked down and my ankle was massive. And I was like, okay, this is not good. This is not good.
So I was 50.
So 3 Mississippi, I was just reading your comment. I'll have to check that out. I have kayaked in Kentucky and it was absolutely stunning. And I actually went, I didn't have YouTube then. I really wish I would have, but I did a cave kayaking tour, which was incredible, where you're in kayaks that have basically, there's lights at the bottom of this cave. And so you can see, through as you're going through, and it's like 50 degrees down there year round. It's awesome. Think kayaking anywhere through the Appalachia area is probably incredibly beautiful.
Full Blown Country is looking for kayaks.
And Facebook Marketplace, that's another good one.
Oh, so who was talking about kayaks the other day? I think it was Maddie. And I looked it up. It was like 100. You could just scroll for kayaks even in the local area.
Yeah, they range between 3 to, I think it might have been 12 Stones Ranch who was talking about it in his live. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, they do range, but the best time to buy kayaks is in the wintertime. And on Facebook, there's I run a Facebook group just in Oklahoma, and we have a ton of people trying to get rid of their kayaks through wintertime, or when they move, they just will sell them and buy new ones wherever they're going, or people upgrade. That's a really common thing.
Or like my niece who bought 2 of them so she can have one for whoever's going with her, and then got rid of it because she didn't want to do it anymore.
There you go. See, I have the opposite problem where I just keep buying them, and I need to stop.
Maybe Barbie needs.
Yeah. Can you imagine Barb out there on the lake? Well, I don't even know if she knows how to swim. I guess we'll find out at some point.
Well, you never know.
Nope. Heather, you should totally get some kayaks for sure. Good night, Irene. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you very, very much. Treasure Hunter, you need to get some kayaks too. Yes, I need more friends to go kayaking with me. Kayak. Let's go.
You get a kayak, you get a kayak. Everybody.
You get a kayak. You get it. All y'all. And then we could go take a river trip.
I'm not getting a kayak. I'm too big for a kayak. Well, maybe I'm not, but
therefore some people, my cousin has one that he uses to fish out in the Pacific Ocean, and on his kayak, he can stand up on his kayak and handle some big waves, which is pretty impressive. Mine is not anything like that. Yeah, Full Blown Country, I was just thinking that we could meet up at the river, y'all. And go float it.
They're all local to each other.
Yep. River kayaking trip. Woo woo.
I guess there's some talk about having a meetup sometime in the spring. But that's not my story, so I'll just kind of leave it at that.
Yeah, I'm just paying attention to see when things are happening, so I know when to go.
I need to meet some people up here, and I'm working on it so that I have a group of people that I can, just get together on a weekend with and do stuff like you guys do all the time.
Yeah, I would love to, actually interact with people a little bit more, but it seems like the YouTube ends up being the way it ends up happening, right? Primarily, even though I could go a couple of hours this way or that way, it's easier to connect with you through the week or whatever on and we end up doing that. But I do like having I like the idea of the meetups. I loved the idea that people make themselves available to the subscribers. Because again, I've never gone to a meetup as anything other than a subscriber.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That was my first one, and I just couldn't believe it. I really was quite surprised at how much of a great time I had and my dad had.
Yeah.
He didn't know anybody. He didn't know any of those channels. He kept going up to the room because he wanted to rest or whatever. And I'd go up there to check on him, and he'd be sitting there watching the Crockers, or he'd be watching Full Blown Country, or whoever he talked to, he would run up and go watch them.
That's funny to go see. Yeah, that's funny. Someone's asked me if I'm from the West. No, well, I'm from the Midwest. I'm from Oklahoma. I live in Central Oklahoma, and I've been here my whole life.
I wonder where Barb's from.
Barb's from Oklahoma as well.
Oh, okay.
We have some wild ones come out of here. I'll tell you what.
Did she escape from Waco?
I know, right? No, I don't think Waco would take her.
It was Alcatraz. They had her in there all by herself.
She was the entertainment, the jester.
Didn't know how to swim. You have to swim. Really know how to swim to escape Alcatraz.
For real. She got a ride on some dolphins.
Where did my thing go?
It's John Wiggs. That's funny, Paul Honeyman. I agree, Full Blown Country.
Yeah, I sure did have a good time, and I met some really great people that are still pretty good friends. I talked to some of these people for hours.
Buck, is that you that's from the Middle East, or is it Barb that's from the Middle East? Which one is it? He said that, well, Buck and Barb, the channel, said I'm from the Middle East, so.
Middle East?
Oh, he's from the Middle East of the United States. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I was slow.
What was in Beggs, Oklahoma? Full Blown Country.
Well, Oklahomans, of course.
I know. But what was your draw to go to? He said he hung around there all the time. Why? What was going on that you hung around there all the time?
Thank you, Belu. Appreciate that. That's cool. Mounds. I drive through there ever so often to go. One of the things I love to do in Oklahoma is, instead of taking like highways, I like to take back roads. So it's fun.
That was Mike and not Sid.
Okay.
I figured that anyway. But yeah, now you have to go to them because you'll be local to all these meetups. You
know, Cross Canadian Ragweed. He just mentioned Cross Canadian Ragweed. He said Oklahoma makes him think of that, which is a band, if you don't know, that came out of Oklahoma. Yeah. I actually mentioned them in my last video, fall kayaking, or when I'm kayaking. Yeah. In this last video I put out, that's a good lengthy one. And I went up to Stillwater, and that was the last place I saw Cross Canadian Ragweed. So that's cool that you brought that up. I guess that's Mike, right? As you said, 3 Mississippi. Yeah.
Yeah. Sid's in bed. She's asleep by 9:00. She's out.
Well, when you wake up very, very early, you know.
Well,
thank you, MT Homestead. Good night. Good night. Thank you for everything.
Thank you for all you do, MT Homestead. Everybody loves you. And have a good night.
John Wiggs' comment is funny. Treasure Hunter Tumbleweeds is like a very historical place. There's a lot of Oklahoma has had a ton of people, like famous musicians and actors come out of Oklahoma. They sure do, Mike. That's a good one. That's a good one. Cody Canada is from a town. Cody Canada is the lead singer of that group, and he's from a town that's about 20 minutes from here. You got kicked out of Tumbleweed. Let's trade paint. Yeah, and Arkansas. Good night, Paul Honeyman. And cheers to you, Canadian fishing musician.
So for those of you that are in here and have been on my live, I want you to go check out the thank you video that I did for you. I appreciate it. I appreciate you coming in here and supporting this channel and joining me in the lives. You're all wonderful people, and I love you all.
Thanks for watching me, and thanks for tuning in tonight, you guys. I appreciate it very, very much. And Brian, thank you so much for having me on. This has been a great time. I know we didn't get to chat at Shoot Dang Fest, but the next meetup, we will have lots and lots to talk about. And I appreciate you for being such a good host. Thank you.
It's going to be great to go to another event and see these people after we've got to know them so well. And I've gotten to know a lot of these people very well and talk to them for hours at a time, sometimes on the phone or messenger. It's great.
Yep.
And definitely. And I was an introvert before all this. I was on this farm. I woke up, I went to work, I watched TV, maybe went to Walmart and went back to in my house.
Yeah.
And I watched YouTube. I knew some of these channels already, but boy, starting this channel really, pushed me out there. And I've done some things for this channel to force myself to be more active socially.
Yeah.
And boy, did it. It really put me out there.
It helps, and I can relate to that, Brian. I think like sometimes we are introverted by circumstance. Maybe it's not necessarily a choice we've made, but we get used to it. And I like being alone, but I also like having that social time. And in many ways, YouTube has definitely forced me out of that comfort zone. Going to the meetup did, and then when I realized it just made me feel connected to really good people. Like it was a reminder that there were still all these really good people in the world. And it was just that reminder of connection. And it was really odd to get that at a YouTube meetup as a subscriber, but that's how it happened for me. So I appreciate all of you because of that. You're cultivating that environment for people. So it's a great thing.
Yeah, it's really nice to know that you can actually meet these people. These people are tangible.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have thought of that when you first started your channel, or even before you started your channel, or me, to know that you could just be at an event and walk up to some of these people and just talk to them.
Mm-hmm. Well, and it's just nice to like connect with other people that you know what they're doing too, and you've got some common interests, and you're just like you already like them before you've met them, right? And then you get to meet, and I don't know, it's just a really cool way of connecting. And it was kind of the last thing I expected. I truly started watching because my mom is a huge fan of all the channels. I mean, my mom will tell you she knows more about everybody faster than I do, and keeps up with everyone. But that's her generation, I guess. She can just relate, and it's just kind of cool to have that experience.
Well, I don't know about your channel, but my largest age group in my analytics is 50 and 60.
Yeah. Which my mom's in that age group. So, she's watching other people who are around her age and seeing what they're doing. And again, it's like this idea of just seeing what everybody else is doing. And it's just like, wow, everybody's so creative. Like this guy is doing this with his stuff, and this guy's doing this with their stuff. And it's just fun to watch people do the best they can with what they have. And that's what I get from everyone that, everyone that I've met so far or am following their channels, and,
Real people just trying to get interviews with the celebrity animals.
Okay, if you don't know.
Celebrity animals?
I talk to animals. The animals are the real celebrities, and I go and ask them questions from time to time. And I have an animal who's about to talk back to me. It's a cat who wants to go outside.
I never show Paco, and I have him out here, so I'm going to.
No. You can't go outside. Oh, thanks, John Wiggs. That guy breaking all his tractors.
Paco is so hard to
Full-blown country, I agree. Aw, how cute. He's cute.
He doesn't care much for YouTube.
He's like, whatever.
Well,
Aww.
He's blind and deaf. He doesn't even know where he is, but he's very active when he's active.
And that's all that matters. As long as he's happy.
But he's mostly sleeping.
It's easy to keep track of him then, Whereas mine's very much like a circus, but that's my life.
I don't usually bring him out to the barn when I'm doing the live, but I did tonight because I had forgot to let him out, so I figured I'd just bring him with me.
Gotta have him close, He's so cute. He's so cute. John, I'm not gonna get that cat right now.
That cat's crazy.
Yeah, I've got a couple of crazy cats. Mainly one. He's a kitten though. That's part of it. Is he's still a kitten, so Yeah, I really appreciate you having me on tonight, Brian. This was a lot of fun, and I loved the logo for the video. Like again, I have to compliment you on your logo making skills. It's very good. I really think everyone's. I went through and skimmed, and I was like, wow, these are all so good.
Well, that's what that video has, is all the logos.
Yeah. And I just, you got a gift there though. You got a good eye. So.
Well, thank you very much.
And I appreciate it too.
I did go to college for art, so I should have some skills.
Yeah. I hope that unless you just straight up didn't show up to class,
Well, let's see some of your artwork directly. What is that right there on the wall?
So both of these are wire. Those are wire pieces. Both of those are done by my dad. Okay. So it's like wire art.
But this one behind you on the other side draws my attention.
Over here?
Yeah, the one that looks like it's a cutout book and then a knob in the middle of it.
Oh, that's just something like I got from Hobby Lobby or something like that. That's nothing fancy. I mainly do the painting.
I'd pick up on that one thing you didn't do.
Yeah, so all those paintings all over here on this side are all paintings I've done. And the one that looks like a river with a tree is one that I actually did while watching a Bob Ross episode. And I followed along as he did it. And that's what it came out as. That's not my typical style of painting, but if you follow along, people.
Yeah. Were you inspired by that before or after?
Well, I've been inspired by Bob for a long time. I've always loved watching Bob Ross, but I had never tried until I got into painting. And by the way, Drew's Lens, my mom does watch you. She watches all your videos. And Three Mississippi. She watches all your videos too.
Who wouldn't want to live vicariously through Drew's videos?
Oh yeah. And my family is a bunch of motorheads. I come from a long line of mechanics, so that's part of it too. We have a lot of the same appreciation for the cars.
Wow. Well, another live that was great, and I appreciate you so much for accepting my offer to be on here, and thank you.
Well, I appreciate you, Brian. Thank you as well, and thank you everyone who's been in here. You guys, thank you for chilling, and I hope that you guys will go back and watch Brian's videos. I hope you will go back and watch Buck's new intro video to our channel, and I hope you guys will also tune in to Barb's video tomorrow that will be out, and also the live improv on Friday night. So if you don't have anything going on, come on Friday night. There's no telling. There's just no telling.
Watch everything.
Everything. Do it all. Do it all the things all at the same time right now.
And check out some of these channels that are in the chat too. There's new ones here that I'm not familiar with because they came from Kerri, and actually a couple of them that didn't come from either one of us. So I don't know where they came from.
Well, I appreciate all the new peoples and all the regulars and everybody that came in, and I just saw someone said cheers and I was like, cheers. I just read it, came out of my mouth. Thank you guys though for all of the support. You guys are what make it fun. And you also help Barb to come out of the shell, so I appreciate it.
I know. I could agree with that on me too. Thank you to my moderators. Kerri and I are going to head out together, and we'll see you next week. I have somebody I'm working on getting, but he hasn't responded to me yet, and he says he wants to do it, but he hasn't talked to me. So we'll see. We'll see what happens next week. Maybe I'll have to have a I don't know if I'm going to call it a mixer, where if I get a week where somebody cancels on me at the last minute, or I haven't been able to fill the spot, I'm just going to reach in and grab some of my guests from the past and have them in as a panel.
There you go.
I kind of want to do that anyway, so we'll see. While I was doing that video today, it made me think that that's what I wanted to do at some point, is just have a bunch of you. Well, I guess I wouldn't have a bunch of you, maybe 2 or 3 at a time, and maybe you can switch out.
Yeah.
But thank you very much, and we'll see you next week, Wednesday at 9:00. And don't forget, next Wednesday, we got 2 new channels that came into Wednesday night, family night. That's 3 Mississippi at 6 and Full Blown Country at 7. Also, don't forget Possum Run Homestead. She comes in at 5. And then after that, after Full Blown Country, man, I'm really mixing this up. After Full Blown Country is MT Homestead, and then me.
There you go.
Watch them all. See you next week. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Thank you. Bye.
and live.